The key word was independent, and very definite abroad. Not for nothing did Bristol become the second city in the land to celebrate those 6 centuries of British history.
I'd like to tell you a story of how a journey was taken by many people who were invited but were then forsaken. Please come and help. All are welcome. There are jobs galore, as long as you are prepared to be part of our underclass and the poor. They invited you to come here to live and help rebuild their country, but didn't want you to live near or share in any newfound prosperity. Rooms to rent, but unconditioned to plant. No Irish, no blacks, no dogs are allowed inside.
Several petrol bombs have been a thoroughfare into St. Paul's. Police sealed off most roads and covers 50. This is St. Paul's. This is enough for the police to withdraw. This is St.
We're not troubling you by playing music, are we? We're not bothering you by playing, alright?
Fighting down your brothers and sisters, practicing discrimination. Screwing up your face when you see us on the streets. Calling us a disgrace to the human race. But don't try to lecture I and I with your false sense of direction. Well, let me tell you, selfish one, your children know where they are going. So when we move on to the present one, we use every line.
In nothing there's a start. Stepping in nothing there's a start. All here, 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 all here.
Well, I see the music as the trumpet that they're talking about in the Bible. You know, it's a message, and that's the way we communicate as black people. If you check back deep down in Africa a long time ago, they used to communicate from village to village with the drums. So now we communicate with the reggae music.
Cliche already, but you don't really get it until you at least heard it once on a big sound system with a lot of bass.
It's like eating good food, so like you feel it in your belly.
Exactly, I like that. I think it's just an easy vibe and it's chill. It's a physical sound. You feel the bass. You really do feel the bass wave.
Once you go to one night, you hear it on a big system, then you want to hear more.
There's no escape in this. England is a place. You have to know.
I guess it sort of grew out of like, it was like me, G, and Nelly originally in the beginning, and it's like we all had some records. We all had like a collection and stuff, and I don't know how it happened. Maybe somebody else can like tell you how it happened, but I can't really remember. But just thought it'd be good to like throw a party or whatever and bring all our records and stuff and play, you know, what we liked.
They came about as two DJs in about 1981. The mix of the lyrics, the graffiti became a way to describe their environment. For instance, 3D often said that graffiti at the time was illegal, but it was insane because there were so many messages to tell you how to buy products to belong to the commercial society. And then, of course, Thatcher came to power.
I propose to take a turn to the right, which is very appropriate. People are really rather afraid that this country might be rather swamped by people with a different culture. And you know, the British character has done so much for democracy, for law, and done so much throughout the world, that if there's any fear that it might be swamped, people are going to react and be rather hostile to those coming in.
A very sort of economically money-oriented society, write lyrics to protest against that. And they all had this sort of sense that they were played by, that politics couldn't be trusted, and then the real voice of the people could be only expressed outside of the mainstream. And I think it really remained very important, especially for 3D and Tricky, who's from South Bristol. As an artist, you have to have some sort of relationship with the underground. And that's a very political statement. There are shows later on that are addressing political issues very confrontationally through visuals and sounds and different guest vocalists. So they all had this sense that, you know, the economic system we live in is based on inequality, and that's the message that artists like Bob Marley already had. But obviously with songs like England is a bit,
England is a bit.
And other ones, like for instance, the Great Insurrection, Linton was like the poet of this protest, of this kind of reminding people what sort of society you belong to. But he was one of the prophets of that sound for the UK, which was probably more important in America. Obviously in America there was many more bands. At the same time it's probably more spread out through hip-hop, but here in England dub has completely changed Britain in a way, because at the time you had this underground thing also became linked to the post-colonial fight against a discourse that was at the time in the 70s, 80s almost invisible.